Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Perspective by PageDough. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means fill every cell in the grid with a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region, in this case a box. Cells connected by a pink Renban line form a set of consecutive digits in any order without repeats. So therefore, these must be consecutive digits, and we cannot have repeats on them. But we couldn't have repeats on them because of normal Sudoku rules anyways. I won't give an example because that would essentially start solving the puzzle here. But again, you can't have repeats on the Renban line, and they must form a consecutive set of digits. Also, adjacent digits along an orange Dutch whisper line must differ by at least 4. So, for example, if this were, say, a 3, this would have to be a 7, an 8, or a 9, because those are the only digits which are 4 or more away from 3. And that's an example of how Dutch whisper lines work. We also have box borders divide the blue region sum line into segments with the same sum. So basically these 3 digits must equal the same as these 3 digits, which must equal the same sum as adding these 3 digits up, which is equal to the sum of these 3 digits, etc., etc. What else do we have? So that's how region sum line works. We have digits along the gray arrow line sum to the digit in the attached circle. So these 3 digits add up to what this circle digit is. These 3 digits add up to what this digit is. These 3 digits add up to what this digit is. And same for these 3 digits. And that's how arrows work. We also have cells joined by an X sum to 10, cells joined by a V sum to 5, and digits joined by a white dot are consecutive, and cells joined by a black dot, in cells joined by a black dot, one digit is double the other. So, as examples of all of these, and also not all X's, V's, or dots are given. So, for example, if this were a 3, this would have to be a 7, and this would be a 2. Because of the X constraint, these two must add up to 10. And the V constraint, these two must add up to 5. If this were, say, a 6 here, this would have to be a 5 or 7 to be consecutive. And if this were a 2, this would have to be 1 or 4 to make sure that one digit is double the other, or that they maintain a 1 to 2 ratio. That's another way of putting it. And those are all the rules. There's quite a few rules here, but yeah, I just decided to put this together because it just seems like it seems to like a pretty well put together puzzle. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay, so my eye is immediately drawn by the Renban line. This is an 8-length Renban line, which means the digits are either 1 through 8 or 2 through 9, because this is normal Sudoku. Well, it cannot be 2 through 9, because that would force the other digit in the box to be a 1. And 1 cannot be the sum of 3 digits, all of which have a minimum of 1, obviously. So at minimum, it would be 1 plus 1 plus 1. So this is at minimum a 3. Well, either this is 1 through 8 or this is 2 through 9. We've already eliminated 2 through 9. So this must be 1 through 8. Therefore, the remaining digit here is a 9. Let's see. Where else do we go from here? Okay, we have this V which means the V, 2 digits adding up to 5 in normal Sudoku can only be 1, 4 as a pair and 2, 3. So this is 1, 2, 3, or 4 here. Same here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is consecutive with this digit. So this must be, it cannot be 5 because 2 digits adding up to 10, 5 cannot be part of, right? 5 would have to add up with 5 to add up to 10. And then you'd have a repeat in either the row or the column. So this must be a low. This must be 1, 2, 3, or 4 to be consecutive with the 1, 2, 3, 4 here. That means this is to add up to 10. This is 6, 7, 8, or 9. Okay. What does that tell us? I'm not sure. Not very much. So, excuse me. Okay, where else do we want to attack? Obviously, along the arrows, none of the digits can ever be 9. Oh, this is 6, 7, 8, 9 to add up with 1, 2, 3, 4 to add up to 10. We know the region sum line sum has to be at least 11 because these two digits add up to 10 and this is at least 1, right? And it could be at least up, so it's either 11 or it's up to 19. So any of the teens values work for the region sum line. That's not very helpful. Okay, let's just continue. What digits are 5 or more away, 4 or more away from 1 through 4? It can only be 5 through 9. So this is 5 through 9. This is 5 through 9. We have 2 digits that are along a Dutch whisper line and have a 1-to-2 ratio. The only pair that fits that is 4 and 8, right? Because they have a difference of 4 or more, and they're double. One is double the other. If you try to have 5, that would be with 10, which is not a digit. And anything lower, 3 and 6, 2 and 4, 1 and 2, don't have a difference of 4. So this must be a 4-8 pair. Well, 8 is not in a 1-to-2 ratio. It's not 4 or more away from 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, right? 8 can only be next to 1 through 4. And 1 through 4 cannot be 4 or more away from 1 through 4. Therefore, this can't be 8. This must be a 4. This must be 8. This can no longer be a 1-4 pair adding up to 5. So this is 2 and 3 adding up to 5. That eliminates 2, 3, and 4 in the rest of the box. Therefore, this is 1, and this is 9 adding up to 10. 1 and 2 are the only ones that are consecutive out of 1, 2, and 3. Out of 1 with 2 or 3. Therefore, this is 2. This is 3. That's 3 in the corner. We celebrate. This cannot be 1 and 9 or 2 and 8. It could be 3, 7, or 4, 6 adding up to 10 here. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so this can't be 1 to correspond to add up to 5. 4 is only consecutive, can only be next to an 8 or a 9 on a Dutch whisper line, so this is 8 or 9. The remaining digits in the lower left-hand box are 5, 6, 7, and 8. But 8 can't be any of these cells because of the 8 in the column, so 8 has to be one of these two cells for that lower left-hand box. That eliminates 8 here and 8 here, so this can't be 8, this is 9. This can't be 8 or 9, it must be 5, 6, or 7 there. This is 1 and 4, which forces this to be 4 to add up to 9 along this arrow. Therefore, this can't be 4. This can't be 1. This becomes a 2, 3, 2, 3 pair, which means this cannot be 2 and 8 adding up to 10. Can't be 3, 7. Can't be 1, 9. It has to be 4 and 6 adding up to 10 here. 2 and 3 can only be next to 5, 6 or 7 on the Dutch whisper line. 8 can be next to 1 through 3, but it can't be 1 because of the 1, 9 cannot be possible to add up to 10 because we have a 9 in that row. This is 7 or 8 with 2 or 3. This 4 eliminates 4 here. So this must be 6, which makes this 4. 4 can only be next to 8 and 9 on the Dutch whisper line. So this is an 8-9 pair. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so this can't be 6. 2 or 3 can be next to 6 through 9 on a Dutch whisper line. Cannot be 6 here, so this is 7 or 9. 7 or 9 can only be next to 1 through 5 on a Dutch whisper line, and neither the 4 cannot be either of these. This cannot be 4 or 6. It cannot be a 1-9 pair adding up to 10. So this must be the other 2, 3, 7, or 8 in to add up to 10. Well, that eliminates 2, 3, 7, and 8 from the rest of row 5 because of the 2, 3, 7, 8 quadruplets. So that leaves 1, 5, 6, and 9 in the rest of row, not 9. 1, 4, 5, 6 in the rest of row 5. We also have 1, 5, 7, 8 in the rest of column 5. Well, this can't be 1 because of the 1 in the column. We also can't have a 1 here because of the 1 in the row. This can't be 8 because of the 8-9 pair in the box. Therefore, 8 must be one of these two. Let's see. This digit is exactly the same as this digit. It cannot be 4 or 8 because the 4 and 8 are already accounted for in the column. Okay. This digit is 4 or more away from 6 or 7. So it has to be 1, 2, or 3 specifically. This can't be 1 or 9. It could be 2, 8. But this can't be 8, because if this were 8, that would make this at minimum 1, so this would already add up to 9 for these two cells. And this plus 1 would be 10. So this can't be 8, this can't be 2. You could have 3, 7, either or 3, 7, 4, and 6 as possibilities. These digits are consecutive. And they're consecutive with this. But this cannot be 2 or 3. Obviously can't be 1. 1's not consecutive with 2 unique digits. So this could be 4 through 8. Cannot be 9 because 9's not consecutive with 2 unique digits. So this can't be 2, which means this can't be 8, right? Because 2 is only consecutive with 1 or 3. This can't be 1 or 3. So this could be 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. Or it could go down. So 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9. It could be 7, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, 4. There cannot be go down from 4. Okay, so again, the possibilities are 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, and 6. 6, 7, 8, and 7, 8, 9. Or it could go down 7, 6, 5, 6, 5, 4, and then 4, 3 does not work here. Okay. It actually can't be 4, 5, 6 or 6, 5, 4. Because if this is 4, that forces this to be 6. Okay, so redo that then. 3, 4, and 5 does work. 4, 5, 6 does not. And it can't go down. So this can't be 4, this can't be 6. That's interesting. So it's either 3, 4, 5. It can go 6, 7, 8. It could go 7, 8, and 9. When going down, it could be 7, 6, and 5. It cannot be 6, 5, 4 because 6 has to add up with 4 to add up to 10. And 3 can't go down, 4 can't go down. So these are the possibilities here. What else do we have? Okay, these digits are consecutive. If it's 1 here, this could be 2. If it's 4, it has to be with 5. If it's 5, it could be with 4 or 6. If it's 6, it could be with 5 or 7. 4 can't be here because of the 4 in the row. To add up for the arrows cannot be greater than 6, actually. But we already have a 6 in the box. Because we have 2 unique digits adding with this digit to add up to 9. Again, 2 unique digits add up to a minimum of 1 plus 2. That's 3. So therefore, the maximum value for this cell could be only 6. Same for this, same for this. Therefore, we have 1, 2, 3, and 5 remaining. We now have in the central box, a 1, 2, 3, 5 quadruplet, which eliminates 1, 2, 3, 5 in the rest of the box. This can't be 2 or 3. This forces this to be 7 or 8, which adds up with 2 or 3 to add up to 10. So this is 2 or 3. This is 1, 2, or 3. This must be 4 or more away from 2 or 3. So this has to be 6, 7, or 9. And this is 6, 7, 8, or 9 here. This is 4 or more away from 7, 8, or 9. So it must be 1 through 5 here. It cannot be 4 because of the 4 in the row. This is at least 10. These digits are the same because this adds up to 10, this adds up to 10, and these segments add up to the same sum. Okay. Okay, so assume this is well, it can't be 3 and 6. What can this be? The rest of row 3 has to be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 because of the 4, 8, and 9 triplets in the row. So this is 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. This can't be 3 because of the 3 in the column. This is either a 1 to 2 ratio of 1 to 2, 2 to 4, or 4 to 8. So it's 1, 2, 4, or 8 here. One of these 3 digits must be a 5. Which means there has to be a 1-3 combination somewhere here. We just don't know which. I don't know if that's helpful. So this is for this segment, this is at minimum 1, 5, and 6. So this has to be at least a 2. Be 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, or 9. So this is also 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, or 9, but it can't be 9 because of the 9 in the row. So this can't be 9. So these digits are exactly the same. Again, because these two add up to 10, these two add up to 10, and these segments add up to the same sum. So this is the same digit as this. Oh, this can't be 4 because of the 4 in the row. Therefore, this must be a 3, 7 pair. That eliminates 3 and 7 in the rest of the box and column. So this can't be 3 and 7. This can't be 3 or 7. This can't be 7. This can't be 3 or 7. This can't be 3. Can this ever be 2 here? If this were 2, 2 and 3 add up to 5, but we can't have a 4 here because we already have a 4 in the box. 2 and 7 add up to 9, so with adding with 1, that adds up to 10. So this can never be 2. This is 1. So if this is 1 and this is 3, this has to be 5. If this is 1 and 7, this has to be 1. So this is 1 and 7 here. This can't be 1 here then. If this is 3, it's 4 and 5 here. 7 could go down 6, 7, 6, 5. It could go up 7, 8, 9. Either way, this is 5 or 9 here. This is 10. That must mean this cannot be 3 or 7. This is 2, 5, or 6. If this were a 3, that would force this to be 7 to be consecutive with it on the Dutch whisper line. But that would eliminate all possibilities for this cell. So this can never be 3. This must be 2, which forces this to be 3. Therefore, that removes 3 in the rest of the box. Where is 3 then in row 7? Cannot be here because the 3-7 pair precludes it, and it can't be any of these because of the Dutch whisper line and the 3 already being in this box. So this must be a 3, which forces this to be 7. This is 1 and 7 adding up to 8, which with 1 adds up to 9. So this can't be 1, this can't be 1. This 3 not being here means this can't be 2. This 7 is only consecutive with 6 or 8, which means this is 5 or 9 here. Remaining digits in row 7 are 5, 6, and 7. It cannot be 8 because 8 has to be one of these two digits. This can't be 7, obviously, because of the 7 in the box, so it's 5 or 6. One's consecutive with any of these. 5 has to be one of these. So can 5 ever be one of these, right? To add up with 2, I guess 5 could be here. 5 cannot be here, though. Okay, this can't be 7 anymore, because if this were 7, this adds up to a minimum of 1 and 2, which adds up to 10. So this can't be 7, which means this can't be 3. In row 2, one of these digits is 3 or 4, and this digit must be a 3 or 4. That eliminates 3 or 4 in the rest of row 2. So this can't be 4 here. Therefore, this can't be 8, because 8 would require 4 to be there, to be in a 1 to 2 ratio with it. Can this ever be 5? If this is 5, this is at minimum 3 and 5. 2, 3, and 5 add up to at minimum 10, which is not allowed. So this cannot be 5. 5 could be here if this were 2. 2, 5, and 2 does work. Okay. So the segments add up to either 12, 15, or 16. We're not sure which. So 12 would be 5 and 6 here. 15 would be 6 and 8. So 5 and 6, 6 and 8, or 7 and 8 here. So those all kind of work. These two can never add up to 10, but we don't know if there's any restrictions right now. Okay, one of these is a 5, which forces either this to be 1, 3, or this to be 1, 3. If this is 1, 3, that means this is a 1, 4 pair. If this is 1, 3, that means this is a 1, 4 pair. So this is always a 1, 4 pair here, which means this can't be 4. This is 3. That must make this 7 to add up to 10. 7 cannot be in the rest of row 3 or column 2. That eliminates 3 from being here. Well, can you ever add up with any other digit to add up to 9 with 2 or 5? And the answer for 1 and 2 is no. So this must be specifically 3, 1, and 5. And this is 2. 1 cannot be here. This is a 1, 4 pair, which forces this to be 6 or 9 here. This 1, 4 pair eliminates 1 from being in the rest of row 2. This can't be 1. This adds up to, well, we don't know yet. To add up to, this must add up to 7, because this is a 2. So it cannot be 1. It cannot be 5. This has to be 4 and 3, I believe. Yes. And this is 1. This is 4 and 6 then. That means this can't be 6. This is 8. So it's 7, 8, and 9 here. Okay. This 6 eliminates 6 here and here. This can't be 1. Where is the 6? We have 3 being here, so this can't be 3. This becomes a 2, 5 pair, which eliminates 2 and 5 in the rest of the row. This can't be 2 or 5, so this is 6. So 6 cannot be here or here. Therefore, it could be 1, 2, or it's 4, 5. It cannot be 5, 6, or 6, 7 here. So this can't be 7. This can't be 5. This is a 1, 4 pair. This can't be 4, 6. This can't be 1. Therefore, this 1 eliminates 1 from being here. So this is 2 or 8, and it must be consecutive. It must be in a 1 to 2 ratio with 4. Therefore, this can't be 4. This must be 1, which makes this 2. Therefore, this is 8. This can't be 6, so this can't be 6. So it adds up to 12 or 15. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 5, which means this can't be 5, and this can't be 5. This 2 eliminates 2 here, so this is 3 and 7, making this 8 and 2. 3 could be with 7 or 9, so that's fine. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is 2, which makes this 5. Again, the segments add up to either 12 or 15. Well, this is already 2 and 4. 12 would require a 6, but we can't have that because we have a 6 already in the box. So this must be 9 to add up to 15, which means these are both 5. So this is 5, this is 5, this is 7. This has to be a 2, 6 pair, which does add up to 15. So this can't be 2 because of the 2 in the column. So this is 6 and 2. This can't be 7, and this can't be 5 or 7 here because of 5 or 7 in the row. So this is 8. This can't be 5 or 7 because of the 5 or 7 in the row. So this is 6. This cannot be 6 here. This can't be 8. This can't be 7 either. 6 eliminates 6 from being here. Again, this adds up to 15, so this must be an 8. This is 8. This cannot be 8 here. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so this is a 6, which makes this 7. That makes this 5, which makes this 7. That eliminates 7 here, so this is 9. This can no longer be 9 here. This must be a 1-9 pair, adding up to 15 with the 5. And this can't be 9, so this must be 1, and this must be 9, which eliminates 9 from being here. The remaining digits in this upper left-hand box are 2 and 9. This can't be 9, so this is 2, which forces this to be 9. The remaining digits here are 4, 5, and 6 in column 2. This has to be a 7 remaining. That eliminates 7 here, so this is an 8. This must be a 4, 5, 6 triplet in column 2. This can't be 5 or 6 because of the 5 or 6 in the row. So this is 4, which makes this 6, which makes that 5. 6 eliminates 6 here, so that's a 4. 2 is consecutive only with 1 or 3, so this is 1 or 3 here. This has to be 1, 3, or 5, but it cannot be 1 because of the 1 in the column. This 8 eliminates 8 here, so this is 9, which makes this 8. This can't be 4 here, so this must be 2. That leaves in row 8, the remaining digits are 3 and 4. And this can't be 4 because of the 4 in the column here, so this is 3, this is 4. That 3 eliminates 3 here. This is 1. This is 5. This is 3. 5 eliminates 5 here. So this is 1. That leaves in column 4, the remaining digit is a 6. In column 6, the remaining digit is a 5. In row 1, we have 7 and 8 remaining, but this can't be 8 because of the 8 in the column. So this is 7. This is 8. That forces this not to be 7, so this is 6, which forces this to be 7. Remaining digit in row 4 is a 3, and the last remaining digit is a 4. And that's how you solve it. Yeah, it's... Would I consider this very easy? I mean, it's pretty straightforward, but there's a lot of math involved, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a little bit more easy to confirm that I would consider it, but anyways. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.